Okay, so I don't usually film videos like this. I don't usually like to film videos like this. I don't usually like being so serious, and I don't really like doing talking videos because, to be honest, I never watch them, so why would you watch mine? But actually I want to do a video today which is more aimed at parents, or yeah, parents. I am a teenager who is going to explain to you that, you know, if your child is having trouble at school, please don't try and brush it off and act like it's nothing. I'm going to try to help you understand your child more, especially when it comes to school, because I know that my parents used to try and brush things off all the time, you know, because they thought it was something little or something that I'd get over, but it escalated into something very big. And so I just want to, you know, speak to some parents. If your child has sent this to you or you've come across this, hi, my name's Georgia and I went through a lot in school, and I just want to help you as a parent help your child so they don't go through what I went through. So if your child or your teenager comes home from school and tells you that something's happened, the one thing we do not want to hear from you is, oh, it's okay, you'll get over it, or oh, they'll forget you even exist tomorrow, or like, what, they're younger than you. Oh, that one phrase, they are younger than you. I hate that phrase more than anything. So what if they're younger than us? I went to school, my previous school, for 5 years. I left 6 months ago, and I was bullied from the first year all the way up into the last year, and it was by all ages. Okay, younger people can say things that can actually hurt someone. I live in a town where your business is everyone else's business, and the other day I was just sat on a bench with my friends, and I had a bottle and cans thrown at my head because I was just sat on a bench, and these were by people who were younger than me, I think a year younger than me, but just because they're younger than me doesn't mean that bottle didn't hurt when it hit my head, you know? So comments from people who are younger than your child isn't going to not hurt them, so please do not tell your child, oh, they're young, or so what, they're younger than you, like, just, they'll grow up soon. Like, I hate that. So please don't ever use that phrase, they're younger than you, so what, because it really doesn't matter. It still hurts us what's being said or what's being done. The phrase, they'll forget you even exist tomorrow, you think it's just a one-off thing. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it really is not, sometimes it really is not. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it really isn't, because, you know, it could start off with something really small. You could be walking down the corridor to class, and, you know, someone will say something to your kid and it's like a red flag, you know, signs that it's going to build up, and if these signs were relevant to your kid, they won't tell you. So please, if your child is actually telling you they feel that this is a red flag warning for something that is going to escalate, if they don't think it's going to escalate, why would they tell you? You know, I remember in school telling my parents things, and, you know, they'd say to me, oh, they'll forget you even exist tomorrow. Like, no, that's not usually how it works. You know, bullies nowadays don't usually just pick on someone one day and then leave them. It's not usually like that. It's usually until they feel that they've made an impact on this person, and that'll be until that person breaks mentally and physically. It took a lot for people to get to me because, you know, I was stronger than people thought, but people did break me, and I was put through a lot. But these sort of situations are hard to explain because from a parent's perspective, your child at school, there's nothing much you can do, and I really feel for my parents when I went through a lot because they couldn't really do anything. They were at home, and, you know, I used to text my mum from school saying, please pick me up, I don't want to be here, the school's not really doing anything. If your child says the school isn't doing anything, they really aren't. You know, they may be trying, but if nothing is working for your child and they are still being bullied, then you need to listen to your child and you need to go into the school yourself, because I remember my dad went into the school and said to them, "You are not helping my daughter, you stuck her on the balcony," because we had like the landing on the stairs, and they stuck me on the landing because they thought it would sort all my problems out, but it didn't. You know, they took me out of lesson, they took me out of my education because I was being bullied. So if your child really says that the school isn't doing anything, maybe, you know, just speak to the school yourself and ask them what they are doing to help your child, and then maybe you can discuss with them what they can do. Because in a school where your child is, and your child feels like the school isn't even helping, that sucks. You know, the school is supposed to be the place that's supposed to keep you safe, and if you feel that even the place that is supposed to keep you safe isn't, that's probably one of the worst feelings in the world, because you feel helpless. And so your child feels helpless if they tell you the school aren't doing anything, because they may be, and your child doesn't feel that, but your child doesn't get these ideas from nowhere. And I speak in like your child, because I'm pretty sure that it's difficult, because being a teenager who went through it, I now go to college. I'm just trying to let parents know how hard it is being a teenager in school. It is really hard. If you feel that your child is being bullied but they're not saying anything to you, please don't leave it just because they're not saying something to you. They may not be saying something to you because they're scared. I didn't tell my parents for such a long time. I was kind of waiting for them to work it out themselves, and the longer and longer they go without saying something to you, the more painful it is, because you feel that your parents can't recognize when you're hurt, when you're in trouble. And so if you, like, as soon as you feel that there's something just wrong with your child, you know, if they come home from school and they're not really saying anything, or they don't really see themselves, just ask them if anything's going on at school, because we really do feel abandoned when something is going on and our parents don't really say anything. So yeah, if you feel that there is something going on with your child, ask them, sit them down, and if your child says nothing, but you still feel there's something wrong, just contact the school or contact their friends, because you need to get to the bottom of it, because otherwise it's just going to rotate in your child's head and it's going to dig at them mentally. So if you feel that there is something even wrong, even if it's just a hunch, just either ask them, ask the school, or ask their friends, because you will get to the bottom of what's wrong with your child. They may have just had an off day at school, or they may have had something going on for so long but they just feel like they can't tell you, because it's like a coming out story, really. You know, they don't want to tell you, but it's been going around in their minds for a long time. I think the point of my video is just try and speak to your child. School was some of the worst years of my life for me, and I know that I've come out now smiling. I start college in just a few days, and I'm terrified. I'm terrified because I was put through so much as a child in school that I don't want other people to be put through what I did. So I think that's why I'm doing this video. I'm gonna get a lot of people very confused by this sort of video. It's not sort of something that I ever release, but if your child has sent this to you, and if you're a child watching, just so you feel that, you know, I've said everything in order to send to your parents, I hope that I've explained everything correctly. If you're a child and you feel like I haven't said anything that you wanted to hear, then put it in the comment section. I'm sure parents will be reading the comment section too. But yeah, like I said, this video is more aimed at parents, not children or teenagers. So yeah, that was just my advice. This isn't me like telling you what to do. This is just advice from a girl who was put through a lot. And yeah, so I hope your child will feel you know, a lot more relaxed now that you've seen this, and I hope your child and you the best of luck. Bye.